Wake up, America, before it's too late. They're trying to make you fade away. They're trying to kill your faith. Every day you're invaded, your soil desecrated. Politicians turn their back. You're under attack. You're under attack. They're trying to erase your borders. The UN wants to give you orders. They're trying to sell your pride. It's time to wake up. Now it's time to fight. Wake up, America, before it's too late.
Following some breaking news out of Athens, Georgia.
2 colleges have canceled classes today as police look for a murderer.
Laken Riley was described as a shining light.
Dean's List nursing student.
Police arrested 26-year-old Jose Antonio Ibarra.
Ibarra crossed into Texas illegally back in September of 2022, then was released into the United States on parole.
We're confident this border is secure.
We have a secure border.
We agree that the border is secure.
And we have a process in place to manage migrants at the border.
The border is closed. The border is secure.
We have taken unprecedented action.
Look, the border is not open.
Fox News can now confirm that Jose Antonio Ibarra was busted last year in New York City. But ICE didn't even have time to put in a detainer on him because, hey, he was already back out on the streets.
Hi folks, this is Peter Boykin, and
thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. I am running for North Carolina Lieutenant Governor. Now I think it's time for us to go right.
We'll be right back with Go Right News. You can follow us on GoRightNews.com for more information.
Hi fellow patriots, this is Peter Boykin from #GoRight. Share this right now. Time to go right.
The insane cost illegals put on American taxpayers. The net cost of illegal immigration to the United States taxpayer was about at least $150.7 billion at the start of 2023. And that even takes into consideration the small amount of taxes that illegals pay each year. The Federation for American Immigration Reform, FAIR, conducted a comprehensive analysis of the financial burden put on American taxpayers by illegal immigration. Here are the numbers. FAIR estimates there are currently 15.5 million illegals in the United States, along with 5.4 million of their children who were born on U.S. soil, making them legal citizens. The total cost of illegal immigration annually is $182 billion, or $8,776 per illegal alien citizen child. The federal government covers $66 billion, which goes towards education, medical care, welfare, and prison ICE operations. State and local governments cover $115.6 billion, which covers education, medical expenses, welfare, and administration expenses. Illegals paying taxes. A common line from the left when discussing illegal immigration is, quote, "These people pay taxes too." According to FAIR's analysts, that's true, but their taxes only cover a fraction of what it costs to Americans. Illegals contribute $32 billion in taxes at the local, state, and federal levels. Net cost to Americans, when you subtract $32 billion from the overall $182 billion, you arrive at $150.7 billion annual bill that the American taxpayer is left with. That's $1,156 per year per taxpayer. It's estimated that over 5 million illegals have entered the United States since Joe Biden has taken office. Thanks, Joe. Now that's what we call Bidenomics.
I sure hope people come out to the primary in March of 2024 in North Carolina, but if Peter Boykin is elected Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina, he will be a thorn in my side. Just what I need, another Republican that calls me out on my BS. Just great.
Hi folks, this is Peter Boykin and...
Thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. I am running for North Carolina Lieutenant Governor. Now I think it's time for us to go right.
It's estimated that over 5 million illegals have entered the United States since Joe Biden stole the office of President of the United States. Quit complaining, you MAGA people. You should be thanking me. Now that's Bidenomics.
The consequences of open borders. Hi neighbors, my name is Peter Boykin and I am running to be your next Lieutenant Governor. Please check out my website at peterboykin.com.
Thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. Hi neighbors, my name is Peter Boykin and I'm running to be your next Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. You can check out my website at peterboykin.com. Please share this video wherever you can to get the word out. The notion of open borders, rooted in compassion, inadvertently becomes a gateway for criminal enterprises. Child trafficking, a reprehensible crime, thriving in the shadows of uncontrolled borders, finds cover in the absence of proper immigration enforcement. It is our duty to safeguard our communities, especially the vulnerable, from such grave threats. Similarly, the illicit drug trade flourishes where borders are porous and enforcement is lax. Drug cartels capitalize on the lack of stringent controls, using open borders as conduits for nefarious activities, posing a direct threat to the safety of our citizens and undermining the fabric of law and order. As your potential Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina, if elected, I am deeply committed to addressing these challenges head on and ensuring the safety and security of our citizens. Recent statistics highlight the urgency of this issue, with over 2.8 million encounters with authorities this fiscal year, compared to more than 2.7 million immigrants in 2022, according to the latest Custom and Border Protection CBP statistics, and a continuous influx of migrants. The latest numbers come as some Americans are getting frustrated with migrants arriving in their neighborhoods with limited shelter and assistance options. I will work tirelessly to support policies that prioritize the well-being of our communities, collaborating with federal and state agencies to enhance border security measures and prevent the exploitation of our borders by criminal cartels. The challenge is real, and the numbers are daunting. The current situation with daily arrivals reaching levels last seen before the termination of certain policies demands our attention. I recognize the need for decisive action. This involves a comprehensive and strategic response, as it is not just about addressing the immediate concerns, but also about shaping a long-term strategy that balances compassion with the need for robust border controls. As we face these challenges, it is crucial to approach this issue with a clear understanding of the complexities involved. The safety and security of our citizens are non-negotiable, and I am committed to working towards solutions that prioritize North Carolina's well-being. Together, let us strive for a future where our borders are secure and our communities are protected and the values we hold dear are upheld.
All votes matter. More than ever before in the election of 2024, all votes do matter. Please check out peterboykin.com for more information.
Cause I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet. Credit card debt. Tomorrow I may buy myself a dining room set or this Boba Fett. Credit card debt.
Friday, don't forget to vote now. Vote, vote. Gotta take it back the old school way. Gotta give it to you raw. Ain't got time to play. We're slipping bad in politics today. We'll bim bamboozle like modern day slaves. Gotta tell you that's not how it's supposed to be. Take a little advice from your homie Lester Finney. It's a dirty game. It's politics. A game that keep putting us in the mix. We don't play it well cause we don't know the game. Then we don't vote. Then we want someone to blame. We gotta step back and take a real good look. Congress document this stuff in their law book. People died and fought for you to have voting rights. Now we have a couple of people to put up a good fight. So take my advice, exercise your rights.
This article is brought to you by Go Right News and edited by Peter Boykin. Visit GoRightNews.com for more articles and visit PeterBoykin.com to learn more about Peter Boykin. Securing our borders, a crucial shield against terrorism. Hi neighbors, my name is Peter Boykin and I am running to be your next Lieutenant Governor. Please check out my website at PeterBoykin.com. Thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. Hi folks, my name is Peter Boykin and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. Please check out my website at peterboykin.com. You can learn a little bit more about me and check out speeches like this. Today I want to talk about securing our borders, a crucial shield against terrorism. In the ever-evolving global landscape, the resurgence of terrorist groups like Hamas raises red flags, reminding us of the critical need to prioritize the protection of our southern border. The parallels with Israel's struggles, particularly their own 9/11 level attack, serve as a stark reminder that terrorism is a threat that transcends borders
As a nation, the imperative is clear. We must put America first while steadfastly looking out for our allies, including Israel. The concern amplifies when we consider the delicate balance between exercising our First Amendment rights and the potential misuse that can lead to supporting terrorism. The recent surge in protests, often leaning towards favoring Palestine over Israel, warrants a close examination. While the First Amendment grants us the freedom of speech and expression, it does not provide a license to pull a metaphorical fire alarm in a crowded room, instigating chaos and harm. Our constitutional rights should be wielded responsibly, and the line between peaceful protests for positive change and activities that incite hatred and violence must be discerned. The history of protest in our country has been a catalyst for positive societal shifts, and it is paramount that we safeguard this legacy. As a candidate for the position of Lieutenant Governor in the 2024 election, I am committed to navigating the delicate balance between upholding constitutional rights and recognizing when boundaries have been breached. Our nation cannot afford to become as volatile as others have witnessed, with protests leading to desecrations and societal breakdowns. The words spoken in the past by Donald Trump resonate with the urgency of the situation now. His call in the past for bans on immigrants from countries harboring known terrorist groups reflects a proactive approach to national security. Perhaps it is time to reconsider and reinforce policies that prioritize the safety and well-being of all American citizens. Currently, the leadership in place appears to be inadvertently causing more harm than healing. If elected as Lieutenant Governor, I pledge to work towards a government that knows its place, one that protects constitutional rights, while taking decisive action when the well-being of our nation is at stake. Together, let us build a future where America and North Carolina stand strong and united against the threats that seek to divide and destabilize us.
All votes matter. More than ever before in the election of 2024, all votes do matter. Please check out peterboykin.com for more information.
Hello there, little one. Want some candy? Come on, it's free.
Unwanted immigration destroys budgets. Hi neighbors, my name is Peter Boykin and I am running to be your next Lieutenant Governor. Please check out my website at peterboykin.com.
Thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. Hi folks, my name is Peter Boykin and I am running to be your next Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. You can check out my website at peterboykin.com for more information and listen to more speeches that I publish every single day on the website. In the heart of North Carolina, a state defined by its diverse landscapes and strong sense of community, recent polls have unveiled the top concerns of its citizens: taxes, balancing the budget, and immigration. The realization that these all seemingly distinct issues are intertwined has become increasingly apparent. creating a discourse that mirrors the intricacies of planning a major event. Imagine a grand wedding, meticulously planned with a carefully crafted budget to account for every detail, from the ceremony to the accommodations and the scrumptious feast. Each RSVP is a commitment that allows for proper planning and resource allocation. Now picture if the number of attendees suddenly doubled. An unexpected influx that strains the budget, exhausts resources, and jeopardizes the success of the event. This analogy mirrors the challenges faced by states when dealing with unplanned immigration, illustrating how it can stress their financial resources and overall budget. As I run for the position of Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina, these issues hit close to home. I envision a state where infrastructure, budgeting, education, and immigration are not just concerns, but areas for positive transformation. The realization that we must take measures to ensure that immigration is controlled and managed responsibly is at the forefront of my commitment. The sentiment against North Carolina becoming a sanctuary state has grown stronger, backed by the understanding that we cannot afford unattended consequences. The lessons learned by those who once advocated for open borders and sanctuary policies are lessons learned too late. The repercussions affect everyone, leading to a reevaluation of priorities, a realization that taxing the wealthiest to cover the mistakes and mismanagement of the less successful in government is not a sustainable solution. Amidst these challenges, my promise as a potential lieutenant governor emerges. I pledge to take a stand against North Carolina becoming a sanctuary state. My commitment extends to finding alternative income streams for the state while rejecting the notion of relying on increased taxes. The call for a balanced budget resonates with me. A budget that not only prepares for emergencies, but also ensures the well-being of North Carolina's citizens. The rallying cry is clear: North Carolina first. If elected, I will work tirelessly to build a future that prioritizes the needs of the state and its people, mirroring the broader sentiment of putting America first on the national stage. It's a call to action, an invitation for all of us to work together and craft a better plan for the future of North Carolina.
All votes matter. More than ever before in the election of 2024, all votes do matter. Please check out peterboykin.com for more information. Border town Eagle Pass, Texas, grapples with unprecedented influx of illegal immigrants. Shared by Peter Boykin, American political commentator, citizen journalist, political candidate. Eagle Pass, Texas, is facing an overwhelming surge of illegal immigrants, pushing the city to declare a state of emergency, all while the Biden administration appears to turn a blind eye to the crisis. The influx. Just in one day, an astounding 4,000 illegal immigrants crossed
into the city, following a group of 2,500 and a staggering 7,200 in the previous week. This surge marks the largest since the summer of 2021, when 15,000 Haitian illegal immigrants inundated Del Rio. Putting it in perspective, over the small time of 5 days alone, border agents have encountered 45,000 illegal immigrants entering the U.S., while official figures are yet to be released. Some officials have confided in Fox News, hinting at approximately 230,000 encounters in August, potentially making it the worst month of 2023. Who's arriving? Mayor Rolando Salinas has reported that the majority of these illegal immigrants are single males from Venezuela who are not following instructions and are depleting local resources. Mayor Salinas also issued a warning about an additional 4,000 to 8,000 immigrants reportedly en route to the city. Official statements. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre's recent claim that Joe Biden has done more to secure the border than anyone else has left many incredulous. Trump's response. In reaction to this surge, former President Donald Trump pledged to conduct, quote, the largest domestic deportation operation in American history, should he be reelected president. What lies ahead? Eagle Pass has declared a state of emergency, enabling it to request federal and state assistance. However, a clear end to this crisis remains elusive. This is just one of the many reasons why the outcome of the 2024 election holds such critical significance. The source of this is New York Post, Breitbart, Fox News, and Fox News. This article is brought to you by Go Right News and edited by Peter Boykin. Visit GoRightNews.com for more articles, and visit peterboykin.com to learn more about Peter Boykin.
Spread it around the world, man.
That's what they're good at. They're good at working and having babies. They think they're coming over to my house to fix my deck. What they don't know is that we're not going to my house. We're going somewhere else. I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but we'll be there in a minute. Oh, sorry, I just swerved. Sorry. You guys okay?
Estás perdido, güey. ¿Vas a comprar comida?
Okay, yeah. I don't know what the fuck you just said. Macarena! Something like that. I don't know. So we're almost there. Get ready for this. Ernest! Ernest! La migra! La migra! There's 6 of them right here! I got them!
Hi folks, this is Peter Boykin and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. You can check out my website at peterboykin.com. I got a question to you. What are your thoughts on government censorship via social media? The Biden administration's recent actions, which a federal court has described as a significant attack on free speech in the United States of America, raise important questions about our constitutional right to freedom of speech. It seems they're using big tech to silence America's voice, but we must consider whether these actions constitute government overreach. Under the First Amendment, individuals have the right to express their opinions and critique government policies. However, it appears that some who exercise this right on social media platforms are being labeled as engaging in, quote, dangerous speech or, quote, misinformation. We've all been there. This labeling is concerning as it infringes upon our right to free speech. Social media platforms should serve as a digital public square where diverse viewpoints can be heard. But when government officials pressure these platforms to filter and censor certain views, it threatens the principles of free speech and open dialogue. We've seen evidence of the White House officials flagging and reporting posts of, quote, misinformation on platforms like Facebook and YouTube. Additionally, the U.S. Department of State's involvement with the global, quote, global disinformation index and collaboration with Twitter in the days before Elon Musk to target conservative thought leaders is troubling. While the government may argue that this is a legitimate use of their authority, it's essential to protect our freedom of speech. And your voice matters, and it's crucial to speak up against any actions that restrict this fundamental right. Ultimately, recent events suggest that the Biden administration has pressured social media companies to limit free speech, which goes against our constitutional rights. I believe in upholding the principles of free speech, and I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter. You can contact me through the website at peterboykin.com, or anytime I post this, just comment. Let me know what's going on. God bless everybody.
All votes matter. More than ever before in the election of 2024, all votes do matter. Please check out peterboykin.com for more information. Hi folks, my name is Peter Boykin and I am running for Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. I am the true We the People's grassroots America's first constitutionalist for North Carolina. Overall, North Carolina and America need economic stimulation, protection on our border, quality education, medical freedom, secure elections, jobs and job security, and affordable health care options for everyone. The right of the individual to achieve the best that is with him, as long as he respects the rights of others, is the source of our nation's strength. We should put America first, and that means putting Americans first. We are supposed to be a first world nation, so let's start taking care of all of our citizens. Healthcare, food, education, civil rights, state and national security, jobs, and more should never be a right or left issue. North Carolina, united for a greater America. Please visit peterboykin.com for more information. And remember, all votes matter.
Hi folks, this is Peter Boykin and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. You can check out my website at peterboykin.com. I just got out of Food Lion and I was just shopping for my parents. And look, during the pandemic, everybody was getting a lot of money for food stamps, for food. And I know there's always this complaint about, you know, my tax dollar's this, my tax dollar's that, and people having to pay for food. After taking all the food stamps and paying $47 in cash for some simple things, my parents only get $23 a month for food stamps. Two grown people, disabled, retired, living on Social Security, trying to make ends meet with everything going up in prices every day. You know, these diapers, yeah, people get older, they have to wear diapers. They cost, what was that, $18, they're the cheaper ones, $18. Remember, they got $23 of food stamps. That doesn't buy diapers. You got Medicaid, you got Medicare. People complain about Medicaid and Medicare for people. People complain about getting food to people. Meanwhile, we're sending another $25 billion to Ukraine. We're not giving any money to Hawaii.
We're not helping people out. We're not helping our own people out from national disasters. And we have retired, disabled people like my parents who get $23 in food stamps. It's ridiculous. All this income level is not adjusting properly. Every time they give people, a few bucks more on their Social Security or their disability, etc., then everything else goes up. The insurance goes up, the rent goes up, people have to pay for life insurance, people have to pay for everyday things. And it gets harder and harder the older you get. Luckily, I'm able to go to the store and get them things and such and take care of them. And that's what makes me ground level. I'm grounded with the rest of the community in North Carolina, the North Carolina citizens. I'm at that tax bracket with y'all. I'm working. I work over the night and I work during the day to try to make some extra cash to take care of extra bills, try to help my parents out as best as I can. And I'm hoping that with the better stability I can actually get with the job of Lieutenant Governor, that I can make a better life for my parents and myself, but also serve the North Carolina citizens and find issues like this and work on issues. And I'm a Republican. Not all Republicans want to keep things from you or take things away from you. A lot of Republicans believe in life, liberty, justice, equality, freedom. And we can't have that with Bidenomics or a bad economy, and we've always had bad economies up and down. If you look at television history and things, we've always complained about the economy. We had a really good, strong economy when Donald Trump was around because he knew what to do. If it wasn't for Donald Trump's economy, we would have crashed hard during the COVID pandemic, and they're wanting to bring that stuff back. We can't survive it. I've gone over this before. We're living in a silent depression. If you compare how the Great Depression was, the rates of how much you got paid to how much things were, and we're better off during the Great Depression, as bad as that is, and they teach you in class, than we are now, and nobody's talking about it because we just don't understand what's going on. Think about that. Think about the prices going up, the prices at the pump. I was watching the tribute to Bob Barker last night, and it was like 1972 or something like that. There was a car, wonderful blue car, classic. You know how much it was? $2,759, I believe. $2,759 compared to the cars now on there, what, $29,000 for like some kind of junky car? It's crazy. And here in North Carolina, we have one of the worst records for jobs. There's a poll that went out. We are 0 on the list. Probably because our minimum wage isn't caught up with what it should be. It's the bare minimum. Somehow we're supposed to catch up to $15. That's going to be a wild shot. And I've said this and said this again. I don't know what happened to the unemployment system, but it used to pay you 80% of your salary if you became unemployed. Remember, folks, you become unemployed because you get laid off or wrongfully terminated, not just because you quit a job. So I don't know why this shame on people who are unemployed. You were given the ability to find a job back in your field, not to have to take a lowly job. You got 80% of your salary. If you made $1 million a year, you got $800,000. And you can continue that on, and sometimes people did it for 99 weeks or more because you would try to get back into your job that you were in and that skill set. And so you leave, if you're higher level skill set, you don't take a lower skill set job from somebody who's in the lower skill set. I mean, it makes sense. But I don't know what happened. They switched to a system of $350 a week, a max of $5,000, and you can only get it like once a year. Even if you got hired, let go, collect unemployment fully, go back to work, lose your job again, you can't collect again. I mean, there is
No, I don't care what they try to tell you about at-will or free will state. We are not doing well in the job market. There was another furniture place that just shut down. People are struggling. There's a factory accident the other day that the factory was covering up. Somebody got smushed. Their own son came to identify their smushed body who worked at the factory too. There's undocumented workers working in that factory. I think it was Suffolk or something like Suffolk. You have to look it up. I don't have the full details. But there was some emails going around and some messages going around about how you had undocumented workers that were intimidated not to say anything, afraid that they would lose their job, and afraid to be deported. That is slave conditions. So we are really going through the silent depression where we have people working in factories with unsafe conditions, meanwhile barely making it every day. Barely making it every day. There's a division in classes. We have the very poor or the very rich. There's hardly any middle class in between anymore. And it's just horrible. We all have to work. But when you retire or you're disabled or etc., we need to figure out a way to make sure that people have housing properly, health care properly, and definitely figure out a better way for our food program. I've always said we need a better program for food. Maybe we base it on the food companies that's kind of like WIC, where you can only get like healthy foods and everything's on a list, American-based foods. That way, if you work for a company, the taxes go in, it puts back in the system. There's got to be a better way to put Americans first. And that's what it is at the end of the day. I'm Peter Boykin. I'm running for Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. I'm hoping and praying that people will elect me in this primary, and then I can run for the general, and I believe I can beat whoever the Democrats put up. So I need the Republican votes. I need the unaffiliated votes in this primary. Get out there, register to vote, vote early. God bless everybody. Peace.
I wanna be like the Donald Trump. I wanna be like
Hi folks, my name is Peter Boykin, candidate for Lieutenant Governor. Our great nation, the United States of America, is a republic founded on the principles of life, liberty, and equality. But these principles can only endure if we exercise one of our most sacred rights, the power to vote. All votes matter because here in North Carolina, just like the rest of the United States, we are all citizens of different backgrounds, ages, and walks of life, with a voice and a vote that matters. From the busy streets of our cities to the serene landscapes of our countryside, every single American voice matters. It's not just a vote, it's your voice, your values, and your vision for a better future. Our Constitution guarantees us these rights, and it's our duty to protect and defend them. But that duty goes beyond mere words. It requires action. Voting is the cornerstone of America, the bedrock upon which our republic stands strong. By casting your vote, you shape the course of our nation. You decide the direction we take, whether it's strengthening our economy, preserving our freedoms, or ensuring the safety and security of our citizens. Our history is marked by the sacrifices of those who fought tirelessly to expand the right to vote, to ensure that every voice is heard. From the suffragettes who blazed the trail for women's voting rights to the civil rights movement that shattered barriers of discrimination, we honor their legacy by making our voices heard. Let us unite in the spirit of America. Let us celebrate our republic. Let us honor those who came before us by exercising the power to vote. I urge you to rally with me. Join me in defending our constitutional rights to life, liberty, and equality. All votes matter. Let's make our voices heard. Together, we can shape a brighter future for our beloved nation and North Carolina. Vote Peter Boykin for North Carolina Lieutenant Governor. Visit peterboykin.com to volunteer and to find out more about the platform. Remember, folks, all votes matter. God bless.